Ever opened an email that quietly shut a door? The kind that doesn't slam, but still locks you out all the same. Amir knew that feeling. For 2 weeks, he had worked in silence draft after draft, each one guarded like a secret. He gave up late nights, early mornings, and any hope of applause. The work was ready. The send button had been pressed. Then, before sunrise, at exactly 6:12 a.m., his inbox lit up. We decided to move forward with another provider. No drama, just the end of something he had poured himself into. If the past feels louder than your future, you know what this feels like. There's a particular weight to news like that. It doesn't roar. It settles slow and heavy, like dust after a door closes. Rent is still due. Plans quietly rearrange themselves. You feel it in your shoulders, in the space behind your eyes. The mind offers quick escapes. Drown it in noise, bury it in busyness. Convince yourself it was never yours to begin with. Amir almost did, but instead, he paused. He made tea. Let the room be still. He didn't push the sting away. He pulled up a chair for it and sat together in the quiet. In that stillness, something shifted. Rebirth rarely arrives with applause. Most days, it begins with a small decision. Amir gave himself 5 minutes. First, he breathed, one hand resting on his chest, the other on his stomach. 4 counts in, 6 counts out. Not to erase the sting, but to make space for it. With each breath, he named what was leaving the pressure to prove, the fear of being behind, the old belief that one yes could fix everything. Little by little, the rejection shrank to its true size. Then he wrote a single line in his notebook. I release the version of me that must get it right today. Not a speech, not a plan. One honest sentence that loosened the knot in his chest. Before the mind could argue, he chose one tiny next step he could complete in under 5 minutes. He replied to the rejection with gratitude and asked for one line of feedback. Then he opened a second email he'd been avoiding, a warm lead he respected, and wrote 2 sentences requesting a short call. Send. Done. Nothing heroic, just movement. By noon, a message arrived with kind, specific feedback, and by late afternoon, the warm lead replied with 2 available time slots. The day did not become perfect, but it regained direction. What felt like a dead end became a hallway. This is the quiet truth of starting over. Rebirth is not about erasing yesterday. It is about meeting today with honesty. The moment you stop arguing with what happened, you can decide what happens next. If your past is loud right now, try this with me 5 minutes. Breathe. In for 4, out for 6. Name what leaves on the exhale. Write one sentence that tells the truth you need. I release the version of me that must be chosen. I release the timeline I thought I needed. I release the story that says, I am behind. Choose one tiny step you can complete before your doubts gather. A thank you note, a single paragraph revised, a 5-minute practice, one call scheduled. End it there. Let small close the loop. You are not behind. You are beginning. The gap between who you were and who you are becoming is crossed one honest action at a time. You don't need a perfect plan to start. You need a direction you're willing to move toward for 5 minutes. Some days, the only brave thing you'll do is breathe and write one true line. Other days, you'll send the email, make the call, or show up for the meeting you don't feel ready for. Both days count. Both days lift the weight a little. Both days teach your nervous system a new language. We can begin again without punishment. Starting over is not a confession of failure. It is an acceptance of growth. The person you were built, the person you are. The person you are is building the person you're becoming. Every closed door you meet with honesty becomes part of your structure. You don't rise in minutes. You rise in movements. So if this morning arrives with an echo of yesterday's no, Give yourself 5 minutes. Breathe. Write one sentence that loosens your grip on how it had to look. Take one step you can finish before the fear returns. And when it returns, as it sometimes will begin again. Renewal is not a single event, it is a practice. If this message met you where you are, I invite you to keep going with me. For the next 40 days, we will practice renewal in simple, steady steps. One breath, one sentence, one action at a time. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter. How to reset your mindset in 5 minutes a day. You are not behind. You are beginning. And that is enough to start.